Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I hope you all are having a good time zone. Hello Ninja, welcome on in. But yes, how are we doing guys? How are we doing? It feels like it's been forever since I last streamed, but I streamed on Sunday. Oh, 25 stream streak. Nice, nice. Also, hopefully my volume is okay. I didn't touch anything on my microphone or anything, but we know how OBS is. Hello Lappy, welcome on in. But yeah, how are we doing? How are we doing? We're past the halfway point of this week. Hair is already red. Yes, so what happens when I end stream and I don't wait for the timer to go off, it messes with the model and I cannot remove this hair color unless I restart my computer. You sound a little low. Give me a second. Give me a second. I might not be... Hang on. Boop. Okay, how about now? I'm like almost touching red. Holy. Okay, I think I'm okay right here. Unfortunately, yes, I will be a redhead this stream unless someone redeems the black hair and then it'll go black. Or if they redeem red again, it will go blonde, but then it will go back to red. Yeah, so. But yeah, the colors just, if I don't wait them out, the model is messed up, so yeah. So, oopsies. But, for science, yes, I'll have black hair and then it should go back to red. That's what what happens. But yeah. Yeah. Oop. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? So it should, so after the hot water is done, the cold water will be next. I'm sure there is a way, but I've never been able to find it out. I've always had to just restart my computer. But I didn't want to give up those redeems, because I think people like them, so... But yeah. Yeah, I think the water redeems, they like pile up. So after the black hair, it should go blonde because cold water. When will the model switch to man? When we redeem? Like a male model? Models are super expensive, so, we're probably not getting another model until a really long time. Like, let me debut 3.0. Let me debut that one first. The true Ranma experience. Actually, it's bacon. The, gender bend of Bean is bacon. So, in my Scarlet Hollow run-throughs, one of my characters' names is Bacon. That's male Bean. But yeah, he already has a design and everything, but it's gonna have to wait. I gotta get through 3.0 first. I gotta get through that hurdle. But yeah, there is a male model. I mean, not a model, but there is a design. There is a design. Beans and bacon sounds like breakfast. I tried to think of like another food with B and I'm like, you know what? Bacon. That's good. People love bacon. So yeah. That's how he got his name. And I generally just do... I have like a naming convention for like every game I play. Like Scarlet Hollow, it's like food related. Is bacon eviler? I don't know. I guess we wait and see. Which it might never happen, but... we have to wait and see. But yeah. bean, bacon, cake. And then, like, my other playthroughs, I do, like, colors, like red, blue, gold. Yeah, I have, like, a naming convention for my games and stuff. I don't know if anyone else does that, but... I do. I also streak. Everyone is streaking. What is going on? Thank you for the 10 stream streak, Lappy. So many streakers. Be naming my characters after their builds? What do you mean by after their builds? Fire for Fire Mage, Icy for Ice Mage. Okay, okay, I see. Stabby for a Rogue. Stabby Tabby. There you go. Yeah, I love creating new characters. I was supposed to be in a D&D one-shot. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, but I haven't heard anything. So I don't know about the story, what characters are, like, already created. Like, I don't know. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to wait last minute. But, like, I don't want to give up on this one shot. I want to do a D&D game. It's been so long. I made, like, 15 characters each for Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity 2. Yeah, I mean... I think everyone made so many characters for Baldur's Gate 3. It's, such a good game. I wish it didn't, like, brick my computer. Whenever there's lag on my computer, I'm like, Baldur's Gate, you did this? But maybe after 3.0 we can look into upgrading my PC. But for now, 3.0 is first. And we'll just have to suffer through some lags. But we don't have that much lag because I play my heavier games on my PlayStation. We only had the dispatch lag, but that's fine. It's a short game. I swear, this desk is... I didn't move this desk, but it's so much higher. Or I, like, shrunk, like, 1,000,000 inches. Oh, also, speaking of not being able to play, games, my Saturday session, we are skipping this week. So I think we're going to have we could have a morning stream for Dispatch. Just so we can, like, finish it up. And then Sunday will be the last 2 episodes. Because I'm actually trying to plan out the month of, like, what games I need to play. Because I would like to finish up some games with this current model. Just so it's uniform. Unfortunately, for example, Scarlet Hollow, that's going to have this model and 3.0 because episodes 6 and 7 are not out yet. And they haven't given us a date for those episodes, but they are coming out at the same time. So I'm honestly expecting maybe early next year. I'm hoping for late this year, but I'll be real. I'll be realistic and say early next year. So, yes, oh man, I hope I will have debuted my model by then. I'm trying to make this debut good for you guys. because I don't think I will ever do a big debut like this again. I just want to show stuff off right away. I don't want to wait. But yeah, I want to do at least one decent debut. Just one. I don't know how other people do it. Like, every new model they get, they do like these big debuts, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can barely do this one. God, my throat hurts. I don't know. But yes, some people have way too much energy. I just like showing things off when I get them. And it's super hard for a debut, especially when your model doesn't look remotely close to your current model. So it's like, oh my god. Ugh. It stinks. But at least I have Creech, and you guys already seen him, so like whenever his stuff pops up, I can be like, oh look, little sprinkles. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that, but yeah. We will have one decent debut. We will. And I've talked about it in Discord and on stream, but debut's been pushed back to fall. Just because life is kicking my butt. And I need the time, so. I would actually, when's October 1st? I don't stream Thursdays, but you know, the second. Maybe. But yeah, I would love a fall debut date. I really thought I could do spring. I don't know why I'm like this. I need to give myself more time. Hello, No Feet Pick. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. You almost have 365 messages. Also, do you want me to call you by that username? Or do you want me to call you Joms? Hey, don't look at that. Hey, I have to look at it. Because the account was following me, and they had the pink diamond, and I'm like, who is this? So I had to go through the chat and be like, oh. But yes. That's like the biggest thing when people change their names, like you do. You change your name a lot, and they're not similar. But some people do like slight changes to their name, and it's like, ah, yeah, I know who you are. But yeah, I'm glad Twitch has that feature where you can just look and see what people have said, and it's like, oh, okay, I remember. I know who you are. But yeah. God, my throat is killing me now. I don't know what I did. Also, I didn't go blonde. Hang on, let me see if I can go blonde. Hello, I am a stranger and totally new here. Oh my god, hello. You have the pink diamond and the purple first. And you are new. Welcome on in, Vixie. I hope you're having a good time zone. Let me go blonde. Give me like 2 seconds, I have to think. it's not letting... Ah! Okay. However, could that happen? I know, Twitch is glitching. Twitch is glitching. That's what's happening. How's Bean doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm ready for more Scarlet Hollow. Oh, the weather's nice out. The weather is deceptively nice looking out. No cloud in the sky, super sunny, freezing cold. I really should get that game. Did I not get it for you? They can't keep getting away with this weather. I know! Like, what the hell? Hang on. Yes, no. Ignore me for 2 seconds. Ignore me. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Anyways. Sorry, I had to do something, because apparently I thought I did it, but I did not do it. But yeah, can we have, like... It's kind of spring weather, but at the same time it's not. It's like... spring, winter weather. But you know what? I will take this over summer because I am not ready for summer. Did my music stop? No, it didn't. But yes. Oh, I'm not ready for summer. I am not ready to sweat like crazy again. Not ready. Oh, can you guys hear the people hammering outside, by the way? Right before I hit start streaming, there was some guy revving his car, and it's like, please, stop. Can't you rev that at, like, noon or something? But yes. Oh, same. I'm glad I don't have to have the heater on anymore. Because dry air, but I also don't want to sweat. Yeah. Yeah. Like, could I move the AC in this room? Yes. Or is the audio going to be absolute garbo? Yes. And I'm kind of happy with how my audio has been sounding since I switched to this mic and my setup and everything, so I don't want to mess with that. I really don't want to mess with it. So, yeah. I will just suffer in the summertime, but that's okay. All I have to do is stay hydrated. Did my music stop? Hello? Music? No, it's just super, super quiet. Holy. I found a playlist that has the newest Scarlet Hollow music in it, finally. So I'm very happy we got episode 5 music in this playlist. Which is what we're going to be playing today. We're going to do episode 5 for Cake today. And then we're going to wait for episode 6 and 7. Oh, I'm so excited. I really like this series. Like, I'm super happy that we're almost at the end, but I'm sad that it's going to end. Like, if that makes any sense. I would love to see if they do more merch of Scarlet Hollow. I don't have a lot of Scarlet Hollow merch, and I want more. But yeah, we can jump into Scarlet Hollow right now, if I didn't blow up my computer. Hang on, I lost it. Ooh. How does one lose Scarlet Hollow? Quite easy. Quite easy. Get over here, go over here, go boop. Move that Z. God, my brain, I can't think. Oh, also, there's been, like, a major update for episode 5. So, we're probably going to see a few more things. And, yeah. So, in this run-through, we romanced Kanika. So, I'm curious to see what all happens. And, like, with the perks I have, I'm wondering what I'm going to see in the manor. So let me get my, this on. My, filter on, and then we can jump into the game. Do that, do that. Are we, hello? Hello? Okay, well, while you're scaring me with that loading thing, I'll go over here. Oh my god, look it, guys, I'm a blonde! Oh my god. My model was like, oh my god, girl, let me turn you back into a blonde. Oh my god, yes. Yes! I don't know if I'm free from the red, but okay, so everything should be okay. We're not playing Dispatch. Scarlet Hollow. There we are. And then we gotta shrink it. I hate how every game has like a different size. Like, hello? Where's my mouse? Okay. Alright. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm scared. Oh, sorry. It's like... Hang on, that's like all messed up. Ugh. Why are we like this game? There we go. Okay. Are you guys ready? This is probably gonna be... This is probably going to be the last time we visit Scarlet Hollow with this model. Are we ready? Also, let me know if the music is too loud. Okay, That's Tuesday. Cake Wednesday. Okay, I guess this is the one? Ready to stop paying attention for no spoilers. This game has so many different paths. So, whatever you decide, you might not get anything that I click. It's like crazy huge. Alright. So let's continue. Would you like to see a recap? Let's do a full recap just because of the choices that Cake made. Because Cake was the start for the rework of like episode 1 and 2. So there's going to be a lot of different things between Bacon and Beans run through and Cakes. For example, this music. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I probably won't do any voice acting tonight because my throat. So, sorry guys. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Hang on. How do I need to know how to like hide the UI for like 2 seconds. Because I see something in the shadows. Is it F? Nope. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. There's a shadow right here that looks like a cat. And it's very interesting. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. Is this because I romanced her and that's why I... What brings you to town? Just passing through? Staying long? I'm Blank. That's my name. Do you have one too? Ha, she seems flustered. Sorry, I'm not used to meeting new people. And then it emerges, an honest-to-goodness mountain lion, and there is something horribly wrong with it. It doesn't bother trying to hide now, leaping down into the clearing with killing intent in its wide yellow eyes, ready to finish what it started, and then... Damn, nearly had that thing. Wait, a run-in? What kind of run-in? Was it supernatural? Like I said, you won't believe it. Now put that dang camera away. At least it's nice at night, even if the circumstances leave something to be desired. Help yourself to jerky. And as for the beer, I was planning on having both cans myself. So in the cake run-through, we actually went with Duke instead of Stella. But I suppose I can be convinced to spare one. I think we missed something, but that's fine. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie, with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching the other creature attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. It barely staggers back, the shove having done little more than shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Gretchen! You both turn just in time to see the end of Gretchen's leash disappearing into the underbrush. Her yelps grow distant as she's dragged away. Welcome home. And this is new, because he doesn't meet you in the woods, he meets you in town. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Before you get the chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. My name is Sybil. I'm a family friend. Just thought I would stop by to check in on you. The door slams shut in your face. A lock clicks into place. Oh dear. Was that the lock? Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fella, it wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked. Got it? I don't want to disappear too. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before... Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed the girl with a dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina! Blink, we found her. She's headed up the hill. They went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? My dad says our house is haunted. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Wait a second. Where did the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Interesting. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. But you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Cake? Cake, are you alright? Wait! Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them there. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time. I promise. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. La criaturas. There are two of them now. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Cake, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I am so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Cake, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Well, if it ain't Cake. Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. They were here with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cake. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all the unpleasantness. Thought you weren't gonna show. No. I've discovered so many things with Cake. It's crazy. Like, I was not gonna give up not seeing him. Actually, am I covering? Hang on. I think I'm covering half the words. There we go. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss, and the other guy are all and the other guys are all riled up. They're taking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask. Sorry if you stopped in to find me at the store. I'm, taking a mental health day. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he has been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Cake? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edge, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. I haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Blank anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders are tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week? Well, Cake is still in town? We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever going to change. I am sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. Hello, Pokemon. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. I'm an adult, for God's sakes. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my own mom just to have friends. Oh. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina is situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. Movements stir as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with those miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. A smell hits you, that now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all those bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Cake. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. Stop. Don't do this. Wayne is cut off as you're brought face to face with the Resonant. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. Cake, why don't you swing by the tea room tomorrow? Say early afternoon? I'd love to chat for a little while. Come by anytime. I'll be there all day. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. You open your eyes, it's a new day, and you feel like shit. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Also, wanted to ask if you've heard from Stella? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket signs in hand. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. Oh, yep, I remember she was choking me out here. I remember. The instant you're alone, Tabitha rounds on you. She grabs you by the collar, her face close to yours, eyes full of rage, her words a frustrated hiss. Listen to me, Cake. Really listen. This isn't some fun little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll keep quiet about what you just saw. I don't care if we're family. I can make the rest of your stay here a living hell if you cross me. There hasn't been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. You take advantage of Sybil's broken attention to quickly dump your tea into one of the pots behind you. This is what I'm excited about. Now, on to business. Hello, Bat. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty. And the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure, but we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. See, I'm interested about that cat. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hall. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. Cake, I thought we were in this together. I'm sorry. It's kind of thrilling, isn't it? Having this secret together. You are a cheeky one, aren't you? It's almost working, too. As long as this stays between us, you can come around anytime you like. I'll probably need some occasional help. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try to spend some time in the old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. He disappears into the underbrush. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room, all his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. It's time to continue your journey. Wake up. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind resolidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. When it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there is a concerning lack of blanket and mattress. There is nothing beneath you but hard wooden floorboards, dusty and uneven. There's also a weight on your chest and claws, digging gently into your skin. Your heart skips a beat. You're greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you over the twitching nose of the possum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you warily. You're not in your room. Start crying. You stagger to your feet, disoriented and exhausted, your limbs heavy and your head swimming. You stumble slightly, swaying as you try to keep your balance in the oddly tilted room. The possum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws holding on for dear life. You must be in the Forbidden Wing. You know it was him, Wayne. He wanted you to check out the Forbidden Wing, so he made sure you wouldn't have the chance to get sidetracked. The small possum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes, as if afraid you might notice it if it moves too quickly. Look! When I did my bacon run through, Dustin was sitting on my shoulder. But now he's just gonna sit on his mama. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger possum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching over you as you slept, or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. There are two doors out of the barren room. One is a normal doorway, leading into what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it, besides the brass circle where a handle should be. You didn't bring a screwdriver into bed with you last night, and even if you did, you'd worry about damaging the ancient mechanism. Hopefully you can find either the handle or another way out, deeper in the Forbidden Wing. You push on the wall, it doesn't budge. You try messing with the metal contraption that stands in place of the door's handle, tugging and jiggling and pushing on it every which way, and still nothing. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. It's your room, which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. Street smart. You've always believed in working smarter, not harder. The estate is massive. There's gotta be a better way out of the Forbidden Wing than this. And maybe while you're looking, you'll catch a lucky break and stumble across the key. You groggily pat your legs before realizing that you're still in your evening attire. It would seem Wayne wasn't thoughtful enough to bring your phone from the nightstand. Or maybe he'd prefer if you saw what there was to see in this place alone. You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the Forbidden Wing. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nowhere else to run to now. An ornate entryway, its doors long gone. breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It seems like some kind of entertainment room, the sort you'd expect out of a fancy rich people who wanted to show off. The stench of mildew is strong here, your already weakened lungs aching from the strain of breathing in such toxic air. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There's a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. I can't speak. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locals, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic, still called a hospital at the time of this painting. And then there are places you've yet to see, the church, as well as the historical Callaway/Termaine homesteads. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, "In commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten." You don't need to go risking life and limb to explore every nook and cranny of this house. You turn around and return to the hallway. Oh wow, we're skipping a lot. You follow the path laid out in dust. It takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the 3rd floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the furthest door. You do your best to shove the boxes out of the way. They feel packed full of lead. You can practically hear your shoulders and hips creaking and straining with effort, but try as you might, you can only budge them about an inch. Then they seem to cement themselves in place. You find yourself gasping for breath after another few desperate pushes. At least you know the handle can't be in there. No one has been in that room for some time. It's not worth the strain. So this is different. In my bacon and bean run through, I was able to get through here. So I'm assuming because I'm older, I'm not able to move that stuff. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There's nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. At least for now. The space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long time. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's fairy tales. Their lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. Hello, Jet. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. I'm just finishing up episode 5 on my cake file right now. No, I am all alone. I am all alone and I am old. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near-crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be fun and Mommy would have a good time. All are signed with carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by. But something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, "Today I," Alexandra continues with, "Talk to the boy in the wall." Yeah, I'm not with anyone in this run through, which is really interesting because I am zooming by this area. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the furthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden. but it's been left open. Someone left it open for you. This is the room I'm really curious about, because we saw a lot of stuff as bacon in this room. The room is starkly empty, save for a rug and a few candelabras. The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as distinct from the rest of the clutter, forgotten spaces you've explored. Oh! I can't look at this stuff. Okay. You continue forwards towards the door on the far side of the room. Yeah, I am zipping by this. Holy. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floors. But there is also another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edges glimmering in the weak morning light. The door frame itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond, time and time again. You step forward. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed with the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandra. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters dug as deep into the brick as this cell's prisoner. You could manage, highlighted with whatever pigment were available. And then, one final detail grabs you. A metallic glint from the filthy, bare mattress. A doorknob. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? As you take it, a sound wraps around you. Music. The tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. You've come this far. Clearly, you're meant to go just a little further. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters. A network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist, and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet Estate, the echoing piano your only company. Soon enough, you see the light again, the sun creeping in through the edge of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully at the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, which means you must be close to the ballroom from the first day. But you've yet to confront your guide. Oh no, why? No! No, I don't know what's going on, but it's like, not, hang on. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. And I can't go back. I hate this. You make your way back to where you woke up and slot in the handle into the secret door on the wall. It twists and the door pulls back and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. You lean against your door frame, revealed at once again having sturdy, unsloped ground beneath your feet and moderately clean air to breathe. The estate has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, we could have gotten so much more information, but, well, we're going. You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside. The morning's revelation seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Music is getting loud, holy god. The cell, the doll, the boy in the wall. Is it possible your cousin has known about all of this? Tabitha deserves a chance to explain herself. She is your cousin after all. You'll just tell her everything you saw and surely the two of you can have a healthy and productive conversation and get to the bottom of things. Right? Maybe going to hear her side of things directly is your best course of action. This is new. Let's go to the library first, because we haven't been able to go to the library as Bean or Bacon. You're not going anywhere without doing more research, especially not after all the effort you went through to save the library. You're going there before you do anything else. You're winded to the point of nausea long before you make it to the library, but the adrenaline that coursed through your veins since discovering the cell in the Forbidden Wing pushes your body forward. Pixel. The library is somewhat silent than usual. There are sounds coming from the open doorway of the mayor's office upstairs, the shuffling of paper accompanied by a low muttering. You recognize Oscar by a slight manic laugh that cuts through the murmuring as uncharacteristic as it is for the librarian. Okay, weird. You climb the stairs and find Oscar amid a scattered pile of old paper and ancient leather-bound ledgers. What'd you do? Oh yeah, save the library. Yes, I did. I'm an old lady now. I want to play this game with you. Yes, I am. I hope. I don't know what I can all say, but yes. Yes, I want to play this with you too. We can use both of our brains to get so much information. He's torn a massive hole in the wall. Cake! Excellent! I was hoping I might see you today. You scare me, Oscar. Why are you sweating? I couldn't sleep at all last night. I kept thinking about the stone and everything it might mean, and whether or not there are more, and how, if there are, they might cause further distresses, which of course means it would be more advantageous if we managed to find them before they do what they did here. Hit me. Okay, yeah. And then Rosalina mumbled something about rooms being wrong in her sleep, and that made something click for me. Long story short, I decided to start looking through the old floor plans for all the buildings in town. At first, I figured the town hall already shared all its secrets with us, but as you can see, there was still more to be found. I found a discrepancy in what is now the mayor's office between the initial plans and how it stands today. So I started knocking on walls, you know, like in all the movies, and lo and behold, an honest-to-God secret room. Some old storage closet that's been sealed away behind the wallpaper for a century, full of old Hollower secrets, with your family at the center of it all. Oh my god, what did I do? There are building plans for all these locations around town, the town hall included, where there's clearly been extra work done to bury things in the foundation. All as part of the Scarlet Hollow landmark revitalization project run by Enoch in the period following the Shaw mine collapse. And more than that, I found what I think are models of what was supposed to be buried and where, like this. Oh, I don't like how no, I don't like that. Oh no. Oscar, you need to like throw that out the window or something. Oscar produces a small stone object. Its details are simpler, less refined, But this is unmistakably a model of a stone carving, though whether or not it's one you've seen already eludes you. And well, I probably know what one it is. Cake doesn't know, but Bean, no, Bean me, not the character Bean, but Bean me, I know. This is one of the carvings you described to me the other day, isn't it? I wonder what they're supposed to be. Was Enoch at the helm of a secret society running Scarlet Hollow back in the day? Is there still a secret society running Scarlet Hollow now? And to add to the mystery, there's this name I've seen repeated throughout these documents. Verena. She seems to be deferred to as an authority, which of course stuck out to me, as there weren't a lot of women involved in government or construction or that sort of thing back then. Consulted Verena. Verena requested this change, or that. So I went looking for more information on this person, but I wasn't able to find any records of her elsewhere. No birth certificates, death certificates, property purchases, marriages, divorces, nothing at all. I suppose she may have lived off the grid. There are probably plenty of people who lived and died with no record that they ever were. Oh my god, I can't read. But I have to admit, it's curious, isn't it? Oh, I could run away with Oscar. I'd call you a lunatic for tearing down a wall, but it's hard to argue with the results. Oscar beams. He's clearly very proud of his discovery. It's a look you haven't seen on him before. I haven't really talked to Oscar in any of my run-throughs. I'm gonna have to do like an Oscar romance run, like in the future. The way I see it, these carvings are clearly tied to the incidents that have happened in town this week. There was the stone in the basement of the annex, which, it would seem, was built for the sole purpose of extending the town hall enough to cover the installation site. And of course, there was the stone installed in the Shaw mine. Oh, that's not capitalized. Anyways, once it had been dug out. Maybe it's just correlative, but correlation is the only tool we really have at the moment. Assuming I'm right about all of this, there are 3 more locations, which means we have 3 opportunities to preempt something catastrophic. Oh. Yeah, no, I know the last location. My notes indicate that the likely locations are Dr. Kelly's clinic, the church, and one of the old farmhouses. I believe it's the Termaine property. Though, of those 3, the farm seems like the most accessible. I assume a practical woman like Dr. Kelly would need some convincing before we could tear down any walls, and we'd probably need heavy machinery for the carving at the church. I don't know how long it would take to get our hands on an excavator. Maybe that's something your cousin would be able to help with? But that would mean involving her. I'm gonna talk to Oscar, like... Before we get into this, you should know what I found at the estate this morning. You recount everything you experienced in the estate, the whole harrowing adventure, culminating in the horrible little cell you found hidden away. And then I fat-fingered and I couldn't complete it. This is all helpful information. It certainly gives me a few more avenues to explore. Why did I forget how avenue was spelled? I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm so sorry. And of course, it brings the puzzle pieces together, doesn't it? Your family, and Enoch in particular, with these stones of his, are at the heart of Scarlet Hollow's problems. Why is it like skipping? It's like skipping some text. I don't know what's going on, but please stop. Anyways, I asked him about the estate and if he could look into that. I'm taking all of this extremely seriously. I would hope the hole I made in the wall shows just how dedicated I am to fixing all of this. Of course, I'll be looking into everything else you shared with me, but those are secondary areas of research, and things that don't require an in-person investigation. If you're afraid of your cousin, just avoid her. You can come back to the library after you find the next carving if that helps. You don't need to stay in the estate. Alright, I've already been to the clinic. Yeah, I clicked like 5 times and it's not let... Did my game freeze? Hello? What? Is my mouse dying? I don't... You quickly bring Oscar up to speed on the events that transpired last night. Oh my god, if I hadn't waited... If only I found all of this sooner. Back when the bloodstain first appeared in my daughter's carpet. Imagine what could have been avoided. But I can't change the past. All I can do is work even harder to try and make up for the lost time. What a shame about the Kelly kid. But it sounds like the doctor knew the best course of action. Maybe when all of this is over, and we've managed to break whatever curse is holding this town in its grip, he'll go back to the way he was. Oscar pauses, his eyes drifting towards the door. Need new batteries? That's the thing. No. Like, the color is like bright red, so it's like, it's good. It's good. I don't know if it's like the game, and maybe it's this route that's kinda having issues, but like my mouse is okay. But I mean, like, I'm afraid to go into the Scarlet Hollow Discord because there's going to be spoilers like crazy, but I kind of want to see if anyone else had some issues with clicking for Oscar's parts in this episode. We have to hope it can get all better. Five locations. Do we think that's all of them? Bright red on mine means dying. That's funny to hear. Yeah, bright red means it's working on mine. I don't see why we would doubt that. All of this was hidden away, untouched. If someone had to cover their tracks, I doubt they'd leave anything for us to find in the first place. What do you mean we need heavy machinery for the church? These schematics seem to suggest it won't be accessible from inside the building itself. There's mention of the pastor at the time giving them trouble, so they installed it using a tunnel system to bypass his permission. It looks to me like the tunnels are under what the kids call Tetanus Lake. That's what I thought, yep. That's coming back. Or at least that's what we called it back in my day. People have been treating it like a trash heap for decades. It's all rusted cans and broken bottles. If we want to access any of that, we'll need some serious equipment. Or Pastor Daniel's permission to tear up the pulpit, which I assume will result in much the same argument the pastor had with Enoch 100 years ago. It feels like everything always happens right after I show up. What if we're not getting ahead of them? What if uncovering them has been the problem all along? That's not exactly true though, is it? Charlie's bloodstain first appeared a couple of weeks ago. The Kelly boy struggled with his condition for most of his life, according to what the doctor told you, and we have no way of knowing how long there had been issues in the old Shaw mine. It's crazy to me how different playthroughs can be. I haven't even heard of the... Really? Yes, so in mine, maybe I shouldn't tell you. I don't know. But in one of my run-throughs, with one of the skills I had, I heard about it. Is all I will say, because I don't want to spoil so much. But yeah, it's... Yeah! See, this is what I love about this game. There is so much in this game, no one will have the same playthrough, and that is what I love. Again, the cap... I feel like that would be capital. They had it capital before, but now they're lowercasing it, and now I'm questioning myself. If anything, I would guess that your presence accelerated whatever was going on, which is a fascinating detail. I have to assume there's something about being a Scarlet that excites them somehow. You'll have to tell me what happens once you get out to the Termaine place. More data would be incredibly helpful. Maybe this one will do nothing. Who's to say? Oh, Oscar. My sweet summer child. We're in a horror game. Something's happening. Yes, I love this game so much. I am super happy that it is almost done so we can get a complete story, but at the same time, I'm sad that it's ending. Like, whenever there's an update for this game, I'm like, yes! And I'm going to be happy and sad that, like, when I play the final episodes, yeah. Do you know what to expect at the farm? Or at least where on the farm the stone would be? I wonder... It looks to be buried underneath the house in what seems like a root cellar, similar to the one in the annex. As to what to expect, I'm afraid I have no insights there. Something bad, I'd imagine. Though the men out there are usually heavily armed, so at least you'll have weaponry available this time. I need the last chapter. Yeah, they're releasing episodes 6 and 7 together. So I'm ready. I'm ready to see how much I messed up. Mr. Griatez? Oh, hey, Alexis. I think maybe you forgot, but I asked a little while ago if you could help me with Rosalina's medicine, because I think it's wearing off and she's having a lot of trouble. I think this is new art of her, because I don't think we've had her up close, and I think this is new art, I think. I could be wrong. She's saying some weird stuff. I mean, she's been saying weird stuff since yesterday, but now it's getting, like, really weird. Like in movies where people do drugs and see spirals and stuff. Oh. And I know there's a lot of rules about the medicine, and I don't remember what they are or which ones she's supposed to have every 3 hours or every 12 hours, and I really don't want to mess up. Sure, I can walk you through it again. The ones with the yellow sticker are every 3 hours. Can you just come and do it? The last couple of times I came up to ask, I forgot everything by the time... Why did you forget? I forgot everything by the time I was down there, and I think she also really needs some food, but all you have is onions, and I don't know what to do with those. Look, I'll be done in just a minute, I promise. In the meantime, why don't you call the doctor and see if she can walk you through it? It's not like I'm the expert anyways. It's probably good to double check. And after we get Rosa sorted, I'll give you some cash so you can run to the gas station for some snacks for you both. We can order pizza for dinner, if your parents haven't come to pick you up by then. How's that sound? Okay. I don't... See, I don't know about that Rosa thing. Was it because I saved the house? Like, how did I get that? I forgot that fast, too. Oh... It be that way sometimes. Jesus. I keep losing track of time. Clearly, I need to get my head out of the clouds. At least long enough to get some parent time in. Now, where was that map? He rifles through his papers searching. He finds what he's looking for and hands it to you. It's a map of Scarlet Hollow. The best route to Julius Termine's farm is down Main Street, then turn onto the first dirt road and keep going. But the map should help you keep things straight. Good luck out there, Cake. I really hope it's not too bad. But we're working towards something now. I know we can solve this if we just collect as much data as we can. Listen, if I could use all my information for my other run-throughs, we would be good. Oh, I just smacked my mic, my bad. Alright, let's see. Take care of your daughter, Oscar. I'll handle the farms. Maybe if I can click it. Hello? Of course I will. God knows I could use a break anyways. Good luck out there, Cake. It's been a hard week, but I know we'll make it through now that we have a clearer understanding of things. I'll be here when you get back, ideally with a plan to access the church. I got an achievement that not a lot of people got. So I think a lot of people don't do the Oscar route a lot. You leave Oscar to his research and make your way back to Main Street, map in hand. But where could you possibly turn to next? I'm going to meet someone I trust. Who is it? I want to go to Tabitha, but who is this? I'm going to someone I can trust. Who is it? I have to do this one. That's right. If you can just manage to throw yourself into the arms of someone you can actually trust, maybe they can help. Maybe you don't have to deal with this alone. I can't, though. Can you trust anyone? Oh, I can hit on Dr. Kelly, too. Oh my god, they're so... I don't have a good relationship with Tabitha this run through, but one day we will have a we're best friends with Tabby run through. I have to do this one. That's right. Your mind darts to someone who means something to you. Someone important. At least you think she is, or he is. They are. No, she. Probably she. Yes. And you probably think she might be someone important. At least to you. There's a blurred place that comes to your mind when you think about this person. Less of a place and more of a location. But less of a location and more of an idea of a location. A sort of almost location where you feel like you know where it's meant to be, but where you couldn't for the life of you describe it. But you could follow that important feeling. Walk along that strange feeling. Let's see. You follow that blurry feeling, your attention drawn with a tunnel-like focus to the rhythmic falling of your feet. Your surroundings distant and unreadable. You lose sense of time as you go. But then footfalls stop, and you find yourself on Scarlet Hollow's Main Street, in front of an old bricked-up building that you don't recall ever seeing before. And yet, you know that this is the place you're meant to go. Hey! Okay. So we actually got this part with Bacon, so this is gonna be the same. It's Miles, one of Scarlet Hollow's resident teenage miscreants? Cake, I have to talk to you. There's something going on, but I can't remember what. It has to do with Sybil and someone else. And that somebody feels really important. And I feel like if I don't remember before it's too late, somebody's gonna... Never mind, this is stupid. I just sound crazy. He doesn't sound crazy though. You feel an odd sensation as he's talking. A creeping recognition. But you can't seem to hold on to it. A slippery thought that refuses to be fully recognized. No, you're not crazy. There's something wrong, and it has to do with your family. But you draw a blank on just who Miles' family is supposed... He didn't call Sybil Mom. He said Sybil. You can't remember his family. Oh, Miles, are you alone? No. Are you alone? I knew it. I knew something was wrong. But I don't know what it is. Nothing happened. I woke up and everything was normal. Had cereal, and then Sybil said she was going somewhere with somebody. Oh, never mind. I got scared for no reason. I thought he was going to be alone. No, wait. That person was there too. I talked to them, and then they left, and I went out to the street. Because the office is closed for renovations, so I had to wait outside until it was done. It feels like he's recounting a dream, the memory slipping through his fingers as the words leave his lips, leaving only emotion. This is how I felt when Dad died, but nobody's dead. Please, make it— Oh, Miles! Pat, 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 pat. It's actually a poke, but pat, 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 pat. Please, make it stop. A memory slips through the barrier of fog rolling through your mind. He has a sister, doesn't he? What was her name? Hang on. Have you talked to anyone else about this? No. Everybody else lives here, and I don't need people looking at me funny the rest of my life. But I should have just kept my mouth shut. It's not like you know anything anyways. Why did you come to me with this? I don't know. I guess I thought you might know something. Whatever. Is this about your sister? Miles tries to hide it, but you see his lower lip tremble and his eyes are shiny with fresh tears. My sister? I don't have a sister. I'm an only child. This is so messed up. Why can't I think? He can't hide the tremor in his voice as he speaks. There's this crazy old guy on the edge of town. You gotta find him, Julius. He was always coming around to ask me weird questions. I don't remember what he asked or what I said, but I feel like it's important. And he wrote it all down in a notebook. You gotta get him to show you that notebook. I'd go there, but I can't think straight. Not right now. I need somebody to fix this for me. I don't want to feel like this anymore. Not again. Please. Not again. He shoves a map into your hands and turns away, hiding his face as it cracks with emotion. I really don't want to ask anybody for help. That's how bad it is, okay? Don't tell anybody what I said, though. I don't need people thinking I'm crazy. And then he's walking away. Though where? You can't be sure. If he even has a destination at all. This place seems like a dead end. But you have a new lead to follow. So I know in this update, like, now it's not forcing you to go to the farm. And it's not, like, forcing you to go through the Tabitha thing. It's actually letting you explore, so I really like that update to this episode. But where could you possibly turn to next? I need to talk to Tabitha. I could talk to Dr. Kelly and flirt with her. But I really want to... Oh. Okay. You need to see your cousin. She's the only person who can possibly offer a satisfying answer to the horrors of this morning. The thing is, it wasn't that horrific as cake. Like, bacon uncovered everything. He knows the true horrors. The events of this morning beg for an immediate confrontation. By the time you notice where your legs are taking you, you're already en route to the Scarlet Mines. You stumble down the road, your panic thoughts directing themselves to a pointed arrow towards your destination. Things will make sense again, just as soon as you get where you're going. There's no picketers outside the mine today. The only sound is the constant low industrial clanking of unending productivity. The only sign of life, the slow-moving machinery beyond the rickety chain-link fence. The Scarlet Hollow mines are ticking along as they always have. There's nothing here to stop you from seeing your cousin. Here you are, outside of your cousin's office. The only thing left to do is go inside. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. You wait for a moment. What is it now? Come in. Girl, I didn't find you last episode. Okay. Okay. What are you doing here? But also, okay, let's see. You enter your cousin's office to find her seated at her desk, shotgun in hand, cleaning its mechanisms with focused intent. But your cousin isn't the only person in her office today. Stella is here too. Stella, who was missing all day yesterday. Stella, who you tore up most of Scarlet Hollow to find, standing there, like nothing happened. Wow, hey, it's Cake. Hello, you're here. Yes, Stella, my cousin is here to bother me at work. It's not exactly a surprise. Don't be weird. There's a weird energy in here, an eagerness in their eyes, like circling cats, eyeing what they hope might be a particularly stupid... I'm the stupid mouse? See, it's weird because in my bean run through, there was something that Gretchen said about how her, Stella, and Tabitha can all be together now. Now with this, has Stella been playing me this entire time? Did Tabitha put Stella up to watching us? Oh no. Okay. What if I get the hell out of here? Oh. I want to see if I can piss Tabitha off, though. But what if I run? Oh. There's so much in this. Oh my god. Okay. Don't make any sudden moves. Get the hell out of it. I'm old. They're gonna catch me. Oh shit. I think. Get the hell out of here. This is tasty. I want to do both. I'm gonna try to run. You don't waste another second. You turn quickly and head right back out the door, slamming it hard behind you in your mad dash to get away. You keep running, despite Stella crying out after you. You don't need to hear it. You make it all the way back to town down the hill before finally stopping, panting, trying to think of where you could possibly go next. You make your way quickly down the hill, away from your cousin's office and the threat of her gun. It takes you more than a moment to reorient yourself in the light of day. You know you can't just wander aimlessly without a plan. Surely, if you simply manage to find the right person, you'll find safe haven from your cousin. But you have to know where you're going. Panic! Oh my god, there's so much I can do with cake. Oh my god. Well, I guess I'm gonna flirt with Dr. Kelly. You've met plenty of people in Scarlet Hollow other than your cousin. In fact, you've met so many people that focusing on the entire list is difficult under pressure of the current moment. Let's see, there's Sybil, Stella, Oscar, and that's as far as you can get before a familiar voice stops you in your tracks. Ah, no! I wasn't fast enough! Shit! Cake? No, it's not me! You have the right to remain... God, I wasn't fast enough! Oh, I wasn't fast! The copper got me! Oh my god. Run! You don't have time for this. Without saying another word, you turn tail and run as fast as you can, your eyes scanning the environment for a dark corner to slip into. Oh my god! Hey, cut it out! You're only making yourself look more guilty. I'm hauling ass. Oh my god. Oh my god. But words aren't real. They can't stop you from running. No. The only thing that could stop you now is... I just got tasered! Excruciating pain as every muscle in your body seems to spasm wildly out of control. Oh, I got tasered. Hot dang, I've always wanted to use this thing. Now where was I? Right. Anything you say can and will. You hear the click of handcuffs sliding into position around your wrists, and then you hear nothing. I wonder if I had the strength build, if I could outrun him. At least not until the cruiser, in which you find yourself crumpled in the back seat, blares its sirens and picks up speed. Oh, I wasn't... Oh. Okay, I'm in the copper car again. As the car pulls up to the farms, you feel it again. A tingling at the back of your skull, an urgency, almost like a hand pressing you gently forward, with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like so much crying. Crying that can only stop if you tend to it. There is definitely another stone here. It's getting harder to ignore them. Deputy Franklin gets out of the car, leaving you in the back as he joins the assembled crowd. Alright, Sheriff, what's the situation? I'll tell you what the damn situation is. That bastard Julius got hold of my boy, and he won't let him go. This is a kidnapping, and you fellas better get in there and shoot that rat bastard shit stain before I do it myself. There now. You're up to speed. Franklin, you're with me. Let's head in and get a handle on things. I'd better go in first. The son of a bitch has the place all strung up with traps. But I know how to spot them. Mr. Calloway, it might be best you stay out here with your wife and me. This is police business now. And as far as I can see, it's family business and always has been. Whether or not you finally decided to get your sorry asses out here to finally do something about this. It's your fault he ever decided to take it upon himself to go investigate what happened to Big Betty, all 'cause you didn't listen. That's right, so now you owe me. I'll bring up the rear if that makes you feel big and tough. But you can't stop me. Not while my boy's in trouble. Alright, I hear you. Your boy's in there. You want some peace of mind. I understand that. But don't go making more problems than we already got. You hear me, Duke? Leave that gun with Irma. Fine. Here. If something happens to me in there, you know how to use it. And you best use it. Please refrain from making threats of violence in front of officers of the law. Then you fellas better go and get our boy back. Without another word, the officers split up. Derrickson heads for the squad car, while the three men start up the hill to Julius's shack. Irma stands on her porch, clutching the shotgun and watching the house intently. Hey there, Cake! Sorry you had to come along for the ride. We'll have you back at the station soon enough. Sounds like this won't take long. Yeah, well, I probably wouldn't have been here if I could have outran a cop, but he had a taser, so, you know, I can't really outrun that. I wasn't doing the weaving method. That's why I got tased. In the meantime, I'll keep you company. The thing calling out to you is starting to lose its patience. You need to find a way out of here before it gets angry. I need to get out. I don't know if I can get out in time. I actually really have to talk to Julius about something, so if you guys could arrest him and put him in the back with me, that would be great. That's up to him. He'll be leaving the house one way or another, but maybe not on his own 2 feet, if you catch my meaning. He isn't the biggest fan of police. Yeah, no one is. I don't think he's the type to go quietly. Not if somebody doesn't make him quiet first. You didn't hear that from me, though. You don't understand. I need to get into that house. The deputy sits in silence for a moment. I don't even know how to respond to that. You get that someone probably just died in there, right? There's a sound coming from the house on the hill, shouting, angry and panicked. A frantic voice crackles over the radio. Derrickson, man down. The sheriff is down. What'd I tell him? I told him to be careful and follow my lead. Now look at him. Mr. Calloway, if you could please clear the line and let Deputy Franklin give me a proper status report. Deputy, is he breathing? And do you have eyes on Mr. Termaine and the hostage? We're on our way to the basement now, sir. You better be careful, meathead, if you don't want to wind up like you hear an ungodly sound over the radio. A gunshot, and then static. Franklin, report. But there's only silence. Damn it, Franklin. This is why you should have let me out. Deputy Derrickson hesitates briefly outside your door, as if hoping someone might leave the farmhouse without his getting involved. But after a few seconds, he's headed up the hill, yelling something to Irma. And then a figure appears out of the cars, because Wayne is always in a bush. A moment later, you hear the click of a lock. Time to go. You get out of the car, your body moving on instinct. The stone is louder outside. Its song is buzzing in your ears, drowning out the world, calling you up the hill towards the old farmhouse. I can't think straight. Also, sorry I bailed on you, my dude, at the mansion. That's my bad. That's all you're able to sputter out. The buzzing drowns out your words. You can almost feel it pulling. Your feet aching to move. It's alright. This will be over soon. Oh, you're not mad at me? I really would have preferred if we could do all this together. But the witch started it early. I should have known she would. The handcuffs fall away from your wrist. You weren't paying attention to what he did to make that happen, because it doesn't matter. You have somewhere to be. But she's at her most vulnerable now, and she won't be expecting you. So go on. I'll be watching. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. My dude, every day something bad happens to me. He gives you a hard shove forward, and then he's gone. But you're interrupted by yet another car pulling up to the scene. Irma, Cake, I got paged by the sheriff. What the hell is going on here? Where are all the cops? The talking is just noise. Their words don't matter. There's a humming in your head, almost like a voice, one you can just barely make out. But you know it will be clearer the closer you get to the stone. Okay, before I go to the stone, let me hit on Dr. Kelly. You start wandering towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Oh no, did Restream just die? Oh, great. Restream? Why? Oh, come on. Where do you think you're going? But you continue forward. You barely even notice your hand slipping over the doorknob. And now you're inside. I feel like I was able to talk to Dr. Kelly a little bit before I went in, but we're just rolling. Also, I think there is a way to save him. I just don't know how. Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling is embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Jesus. Don't move, Doc. This place is a damn death trap. Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage, cracked open. Its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. What the hell is going on here? Damn it, Derrickson. We don't need all these bodies to look out for. Franklin already nearly got himself shot. Duke, come on. If you could refrain from any further interference in police activities. Without my interference, you might have had 2 dead officers to deal with. Now, if you'll excuse me. Franklin. How's Bo? You got eyes on him? The officer's voice calls up from behind the wall of roots blocking the basement door. Yeah, he's breathing. We're trying to help. Is that the diner kid? I should have known you and Julius have been conspiring, haven't you? What have you done to my boy? Everybody shut up. Damn it, there's no signal here. I'm going to step outside. No one else had better die while I'm gone. The doctor pulls out the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils hold it shut. It would seem that the same forces that let all of you in refuse to let anyone leave. Are we stuck here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird, fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcoming you down below. Who the hell? So you tried to undermine me, witch. I should have known you'd tried to find another way around the rules. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets worse. It's just unhappy. I don't think something like that would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge. Hey. I feel like every time I've had this cutscene, it was different for all my people. I feel like every one of those cutscenes were different. You're not dead, are you? Enoch fucked everyone over. Even the witch. The witch? Sybil? She sent you? She tricked you into taking her side in all this? Guess I should have known I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here, and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down. It's all good. Your vision finally focuses, and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man, Julius, holds a gun in a silent threat. Franklin sits hunched in the corner, his expression icy and unreadable behind his sunglasses. And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him. The source of the awful noise. It stutters with pained inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Cake, we can't get to you. The door's sealed shut. Even as she yells, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. How's Bo? How's my boy? Let's bring Cake up to speed, Julius. They look a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch. I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. Only, it obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready, and he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He kept trying to get at me, so I tried to hold up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call the witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out. Until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end it's only fair. A son for a son. And birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way. It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way is all sunshine and roses. I just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. I don't give a shit about your story, Termaine. None of that is a reason to shoot a cop. I didn't even hit you, you fucking pussy. And it was self-defense. Castle doctrine. What in the hell are you talking about down there? What are you doing with my bow? Calm down, Calloway. We got the situation under control. Just let us talk it through. Okay, so... I've heard there's a way I want to see if I can do something. I want to see if I can get another ending for this part. Avery, what the hell is going on down here? You don't have to answer it, kid. I don't need my business explained to every stranger who decides to pay me a visit. So, Julius hatched a baby out of the pumpkin. The really big pumpkin? You probably saw it upstairs. And then he was stuck in the basement for a couple of days while it was upstairs, crawling around looking for food. Then, unfortunately, Bo showed up. All I heard was some yelling and crashing around up there. Then I wound up with this shit on my hand. So I called the kid to come try help me out. That's me. Julius thought my plant expertise would come in handy. I can't say it's been that helpful though. I feel like the baby is freaking out more than ever. Getting it out of Bo without killing him doesn't seem easy. Or possible. Okay, so that makes sense why he called Avery. I forgot that Avery liked plants. Would have been easier if everybody in town hadn't showed up uninvited. Why should I care about what happens here? I've just been dropped into the middle of a situation without any context. I don't need you to care. I ain't asking you to. People should care about people, whether they know them or not. You didn't care about me much, though, did you? Not until somebody you actually gave a shit about was in trouble. I think you might have made it a little hard with all the traps and stuff. No. Maybe you should. Maybe you haven't been here long enough to see it yet, kid. But people pick favorites. They don't even know it. They think they're giving everybody a fair shake. But not the guy with the hard look in his eye, huh? Not the guy who doesn't say his pleases and thank yous in just the right way. Ain't that right? The room falls into silence. The echoes of his outburst dies against the wall of the cramped cellar. See, we're getting so much more information this run through too. This is what I love. You don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk, okay? Why would I need to do any talking? Way I see it, I'm the man with the gun and the guts to use it. So how about we all just sit quietly until it's over? Then we can all go home and nobody has to get hurt. Except Bo. He's already dead, kid. My boy's beaten him fair and square. Best you see it that way. You can't help but notice the way Julius postures himself away from the thing implanted in Bo. He's afraid of it. And with how he's clutching his side, he's likely already been wounded. Listen clearly. Listen, clearly you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair? I had a plant emergency. Doesn't feel like it fully explains why Avery is here. This isn't the sort of situation where a person would call just anyone for help. The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a gruntled moan. That's my boy. Sorry, that's my boy. Enough of this bullshit. Somebody help me get this axe down. I ain't letting some damn tumor stop me. Are you sure, Duke? What if it triggers another trap or... There's the sound of something being torn free from the wood, then hacking at the vine-like tendrils blocking the doorway. But no progress seems to be made. For every piece severed, another grows in its place. You want to bring down the damn house, Duke? A string of desperate curses from upstairs, but the axe doesn't stop swinging. Bo squirms with discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. Julius, can't you see he's reaching for you? Maybe you should take him. It's just having some kind of spasm. Quit reading into it. Holy shit, look at this street smart! Parenting is about sacrifice, Julius. Isn't taking it on yourself what any man should do? The hell would you know about being a man? Grow a pair, then tell me how you feel. You know, I'm a man, Julius, and I think you're a coward. Okay, look, I don't know about all that, but I think Cake is onto something. It's about connection, you know? And you're having a stranger make the connection you should be making. Bullshit. I put in plenty of work to connect. All those nights I bled for my boy in the field. What? Does all that count for nothing? This is my one chance for things to go right in my life. Everybody else got their chances already. Don't I deserve mine? That's the biggest load of horseshit I've ever heard, Termaine. You think life is so easy for everybody else. Like I don't got... Fuck, I hit my mic. Like I don't got bills to pay. Like, I got any type of retirement ahead of me? Damn, I feel that. I feel that, Duke. You think a sacrifice is something you put on somebody else? No wonder nothing ever went right for you. Raising Bo was the hardest thing I ever did, you jackass. You put your life aside for somebody you love. Then you tell me about sacrifice. What, so I should kill myself? Rob myself of ever getting to see the fruits of all of this? Then what was that damn point? I don't think anybody has to die, Julius. Right now, it's just got Bo. I know he's big, but he's still just one person. What if your kid wants more than one person can give? What if you actually let me help you? Julius falls into silence. We could handle it. Then I'd take care of him when you're, Avery glances to Franklin. While I rot in jail. Look, you wanted a legacy, right? If that's what this is about, then you were never going to get to see all of it. That's kind of the point. A legacy is like waves left after you jump into a pool. Evidence for other people to see how big of a splash you made. You want that splash to be made in somebody else's blood? Julius says nothing, watching the thing as it continues to eat Bo. Its malformed hand is still outstretched like a taproot searching desperately for water. Taproot, sorry. Why the hell are you talking like you know anything? You're barely out of high school. What do you know? I know about nurturing things that don't even know I exist. I know about leaving a mark, even though nobody will know it was me, because nobody sees me. But somebody might see what I made. You want Bo's murder to be what they see? I don't think you do. So, let me help you. Damn it. I never should have called you up here. Listen to Avery. Let them help you. Julius doesn't respond. He watches as the boy shifts on top of Bo, crying meekly. What exactly are you saying we should do? Let him do that to us. Move him off Bo. See if he'll come willingly, and hopefully the two of us could manage it better than he can all on his own. Especially if we're not fighting him every step of the way. It can't feel nice to be attached to someone who doesn't want you. Shouldn't he know he's coming into a world where people care about him? Damn it, kid. You're making it all sound queer. Oh, okay. If you want to raise a kid right, you're going to have to soften up sometime, old man. Julius crosses the room, kneeling by Bo, and the half-formed thing curled up on his chest. No. It immediately reaches out, grabbing desperately at him. Avery intercepts, taking its translucent hand, holding it gently. He could kill us. But it's too late for doubts now. It started. You can see the tendrils dislodge from inside Bo, and he whimpers, seizing as they slide from underneath his skin, transferring to both Julius and Avery. Told you, he gets it. Jesus, fuck, this hurts. It certainly looks painful, but no blood seeps from the wounds where the boy's greedy appendages have broken through. Not a drop going to waste. The boy, in contrast to the pained grimace of Julius and Avery, seems to finally settle into comfort, falling into something like sleep as it nestles between its donors. I got another one that a lot of people haven't had. Convince two outcasts to save a life. As the thing's panic fades, the vines blocking the door slacken. The house groans unnaturally, straining under the weight of the relaxing meat of the creature's womb. The faucet in the corner of the room, finally unclogged, bursts to life and water pours out onto the dirty floor. Dirt floor. You want to contact the witch? Well, here she comes. That water is how I do it. Spring water. It's her, internet. Hurts. Someone. Doctor. Holy shit, it worked. The kid's alive. Hey man, street smarts. Duke descends the stairs, axe in hand, surveying the scene with obvious revulsion. Jesus H. Christ. Your hands are wet. The water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. Duke, stay upstairs. Let me handle this. Like hell you will. That's my boy. He did that too. I'll kill you, Julius, you son of a bitch. Duke lifts the axe, charging through the now ankle-high water. But he stopped mid-swing. Bo's powerful hand, still strong even in his weakened state, has stilled the axe. It falls to the floor, its thump muted in the rising water. No one seems to notice, even though it's risen past their knees. The doctor comes a moment later. What the hell happened down here? Bo, can you hear me? Uh-huh. Am I getting a checkup? I better make some calls. Everyone, stay with me. Let the water take us. You were absolutely fucking not taking that thing. It dies here with Julius. You watch the other people in the room as the water slowly rises. Their faces turn to you, concerned, but you can no longer make out their voices. It's like they're trying to talk to you from behind a wall. And then the water takes you. Well, the flood takes you. Now let's see. Oh, this is the part I'm interested in. You feel like you're choking. There's water on your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of rushing current. It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. There are bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. You are not the one who had the vision. Not yet. It has only been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching, as your mother taught you. You're the only one who can stop it, Mother, but you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. Of course I'll stop it, my daughter. No, Mother, I've seen it. You will try to stop it and you will die. But there's another path. Take my power. I give it willingly. You will lose me in any path but this. If we do nothing, we will all die with we'll die with everyone else. If we flee, I have the weight of 1,000 lives on my shoulders. I couldn't live. I would be lost either way. This is the way it must be. You accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was, and there is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. You take her back. Her power becomes yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. You have another daughter. This time the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is to come. Rotting bodies in the street, the smell of sickness on the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals, an entire city whose gates will never reopen, everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of the plague. You are among their number, your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Not as you are. There's another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do, but she still carries in her some strength. Enough. You do not offer her an explanation before trying to take her back. She rebels. Her power is weak, but not enough that she is not easy to contain. She's frightened. The entire city rests on this decision. Stop her from leaving. You do not let your daughter run from you. No plague comes. The city never knows that it would have been in ruin. But there's an unhappiness in you. She doesn't understand. And what you took of her is anger, confused, restless. You will have to carry that with you. It is part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depths of what you have done over the years, you have not escaped notice. You have found yourself in a capital, in a place whose name has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages, and it never stops raging, bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leave a raw wound on the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing. If only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You are the only one who will remember her sacrifice and her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here, you have discovered, if they're vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time, you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort, you and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage. Not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed. A fledgling nation devoured in the nest. A man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be. The world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way, you realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming whether you strike now or not. The loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter, until you don't. She joins her sisters, as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world, you and your daughter. The visions still find you, but here they are small. The decisions simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, a conflict settled, until one day, when you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as the very rocks catch fire, children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. You take your daughter's hand, and you look into her eyes. They're green like yours. You don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air. You can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day, like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him, a vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here, something ravenous that doesn't belong, but that has been pressing at the edge of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. more of the thread you follow come into focus. And for the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll eternal and incalculable. But there is a new thread too. If you are patient enough, if you are strong enough, when the moment finally comes, you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes, so much like yours. You welcome her back as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. He is arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be, if you're to stop the hurt that would scar a world without you there to guide it. And now here you are, on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Cake? What are you doing here? Are you real? No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a dream or not. Well, I'm glad I get the chance to see you again, before I go away. And before you say anything, I've already made up my decision. So don't bother trying to talk me out of it. I could do that. Let me see if I can do this. You're too important to me, Kanika. I thought you knew that. I can't let you do this. I'm sorry. I didn't know then what I know now. Or I never would have let you in. You've got it all wrong anyways. I'm not important or special. Not on my own. Not when combined with what I'm about to do. And I know how that sounds, but I mean it. How many people can say that they get the chance to change the future? Like, really change it? It's okay. It's not even like I'm dying. I'm just becoming part of something else. You don't waste time on more words. You take her by the shoulders, and before she can say anything to try and stop you, your lips are on hers, pressing them into silence. She tries to say something, some half-hearted protest, but as your tongue slips into her mouth, it turns into a tiny moan. She leans into you. You hold her closer, your arms pressing her body against yours, her skin soft and comforting and warm. You can tell she feels the same. It's as if she's never been held before, a desperation to her touch, as her hands creep up to your shoulders, shaking, nervous. She lets you kiss her deeper, seeming to blissfully forget where she is, losing herself in your arms, if only temporarily. Hello, Pack. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. It feels like the seconds slow down, as though time itself comes to a stop as you hold each other. But then she's pulling away, back out of your reach. Cake, I can't. You know I can't. I have to do this. I love you. I don't want to forget that. You can't mean that. We just met. I mean, how could you know? No one outside my family has ever said that to me. Do you really mean it? Of course I do. Tears break through Kanika's certainty, and the witch's illusion breaks with it. Hope you're doing well on your end. Yeah. We're finishing up chapter 5 of Cake's run through, and we're almost done. Yes, I hope you've been well as well. Quiet, dear. There's no need to let Cake talk you in circles. You already know the right answer, remember? Let me go. I don't want to do this any. Cake, you have no idea the kind of danger you're putting yourself in by being here. You think you're doing the right thing, but all you're doing is dooming countless lives, starting with yours. Tabitha, too. I'm sure you've noticed how stressed she's been. She carries an incredible weight on her shoulders, but she can finally be free if you let me do what needs doing. Kanika can't save you on her own, but I can. I'm only able to tell you so much, but I tried to show you what I could. I hoped you would be able to trust me by now, for your sake. This is the only way your story gets a happy ending. She's telling the truth. You act like you have such good intentions, but you were the one who told Dr. Kelly to start poisoning her son. And you decided to lock him away. So it seems we agree that the boy was dangerous, but to call his treatment poison. Would his medication have killed an ordinary person? Yes. Is he an ordinary person? I think you know he isn't. I gave Joan the means to provide Reese with something resembling a normal life, while keeping the town safe from his outbursts. Was that not better for everyone? Isn't it worse now that he's been forced behind a locked door, stripped of the small joys he was still allowed? Now you see the choices I am forced to weigh. You think my actions come from some inherent cruelty, but in seeing the outcomes, the entire picture, the way ripples fan out, intersecting, coming together into new configurations, only then can you understand the true weight of one small sacrifice and understand why it must be made. So it's her life or mine? Is that what you're saying? That is a very distinct possibility, yes. Though any harm visited on you won't come from me. You're in danger. I'm sure you can feel that. And I make a powerful ally. Believe me when I say I understand the burden that's been placed on you. Did you know I was going to wind up here? Doesn't this throw a wrench in your plans? I did see this possibility. No. Inevitability, I suppose. I'd hope it would all be over before you could find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I'd hope to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you here right before I could finish my work. But your being here only throws a wrench into things if you're unable to grasp the weight of what you're about to do. So ask as many questions as you need to. Explore all avenues. I will answer until you understand. I saw your son this morning. He was confused and miserable about all this. Do you even care? What's going to happen to him if you take Kanika? All that misery is temporary. As soon as this is done, we'll return to him, just in a different form than he's used to. We'll still be his family. We'll still love him. The question you should be asking yourself is, What will happen if you stop this from finishing? Do you think Miles will be better off with a broken family in a town where everyone stays trapped? Hello, Rami. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Let him be free to have a future cake. Why can't you just be direct? Why all this mystery? Those are the rules. Every bargain has its rules. I think because of Street Smart finding out that she's telling the truth, we romanced Kanika this run through. But I also saved Kanika in my other 2 run-throughs. I think I'm gonna let her go. Even though you do not utter a single word, the witch understands your intent. You don't have to see this part. I'll come back when it's done. The dream fades back around you. You can feel the witch's magic trying to assert itself in your mind. New details, manufactured memories creeping in, attempting to plaster themselves over the shape of what was Kanika. But you see them for what they are. You are one of the only 2 people who will know she existed. You and the witch. Cake, I'm sorry you had to be here to see this, and I'm sorry that you share the burden of her memory with me. I think... So this is interesting, that I will remember Kanika. And I think it's because I romanced her. I got 2 achievements, I'll review them. But thank you for letting her do what she needed to do. We both thank you. Before another word is spoken, she wraps you up in a hurried embrace. Her smell is comforting, like herbal smoke and pine needles, with the vaguest undercurrent of coconut. Then she pulls away just as quickly. You're very beautiful, you know. She was quite moved by it. And I find myself moved as well. Everything she's felt, I feel it too. Even though I know I must seem different to you, as far as I can see it, nothing has to change between us. It can just be the way it is. The way it was. I suppose we could try. Her hands find yours, her fingers twinning their way between your knuckles. Thank you. That's all of us saying that. Her too. We would be so sad to see you go. Also, if you notice, Sybil's name changed to Carmilla. She raises it to her mouth, kissing it gently. She's warm against your skin, her lips soft. Problematic age gap. That is the achievement I just got. The feeling of her lingers, even as she lowers her hand again, her fingers gently slipping out of yours. Fate has laid a path for us, and you'll see, once we start down the path, everything will make sense. It will all feel right. So let's go. She gently takes your hand back in hers. She tugs gently, and the world shifts nauseatingly around you. So, fun fact, every episode where you have to make a big decision like this, Tabitha can be there with you. Fun fact. It feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, the dream rushing away like water down a drain, until finally you surface. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip? Janie? And that is the end of chapter 5 or episode 5 with Cake. So now we just have to wait for the final chapters. There was so much. I am so happy with the like major updates that you can explore more instead of going to Tabitha's or doing Miles. I am super happy with the updates. Oh my god. I got so many gold ones. I am 3.6% of people romanced Sybil, and I am one of them. So, problematic age gap. Romance someone you know is much older than you. Burden of a memory. Remember somebody's sacrifice. And not a lot of people did that. She will make a sacrificial heart. Sacrifice a clerk who's carried your touch. Oh yeah, I broke her heart. I got there was so many this run through that a lot of people haven't got. I love seeing like the gold stuff. It's my favorite when I am one of the very few people who have achievements. Oh, but yeah, we are now all caught up with Scarlet Hollow. We are all caught up. Oh my god. Oh wait, shit, did I save it? Did I save it? Yeah, I saved it. Oh my god. Yes. We had so many decision and choices. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to like redo Cakes. Like, I'm not going to lie, I think Street Smart can get you out of a lot of stuff. It has saved my butt so many times. I think it can get you out of so many things. And Hot, which I have both traits, but I'm not using them a lot. I'm using Hot to flirt with the moms. So that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm just flirting with the moms. But yeah, there it is. Episode 5. Now we have to wait, like, I'm hoping end of this year we get the 2 chapters, or early next year. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming on into the stream. There's my socials if you want to follow me on anything. I don't know who is streaming right now, so we're gonna look. We're gonna do a little look-see. Homestead streaming. We haven't rated Ray in like forever. Let's go say hello to Ray. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming on in. We are going... Oh no, what happened? Hot and Street Smart is my main playthrough and I use it for everything. Street Smart can save so many things. Hot too. Weirdly enough, Hot can save you as well. It's kind of weird. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming on in. I will talk to you on Friday. We will be finishing up The Evil Dead. Thank you. And goodbye. Oh, I stayed blonde this entire time. Oh my god. Yay! But yes, thank you guys. I will talk to you all later.